So today marks day 7 of posting every single day until the SEMA show. We got 83 days left. We're in the Panamera right now, rolling over to O'Reilly's. Let's start this day off right. Wow, thank you, Morning Dylan. Started the morning dropping a package off at the UPS store. Then we made our way across the parking lot to O'Reilly Auto Parts, where I picked up a ball joint separator / installer press clamp, whatever you want to call it. This was a new part in the plastic, which was kind of fire. Back to the Panamera we go. Stopped and grabbed some groceries for dinner on the way back. And then it was back to the house. We were pressing the bushings back into our upper and lower control arms so that we could fit the spindle and the control arms with the steering rack on the front, because we needed to measure some stuff out so we can determine our final offsets on our rims. So there's some diagrams of the Heights Super Ride 2 front, and that's kind of what we're going to be assembling in the next week or two. Those were all of the little bushing presses on the floor, and this is the steering rack sitting across the front. So we were taking basically interior measurements from the surface face of the spindle on both sides and determining what that distance was, and then also we were measuring the distances between the inside of the fenders and whatnot. So this was me actually adjusting and rolling in the toe of the spindles to make sure that they were flat, and the same measurement from the front of the spindle and from the back of the spindle. It was off by about 1/8 of an inch, and then we pulled it in slightly and it squared it out on both sides so that we knew we were flat before we were measuring. And then you can see there, that was the measurement that we got out to, and it was the same on the back. Then this was us checking those outer dimensions of the fender to make sure that the offset of the wheel wouldn't poke too far out so that we wouldn't rub if the wheel traveled up into the top of the fender well. Checked that on both sides. Everything was similar to the math that we had previous, but now that we had the control arms back in there, once we knew we were squared away on that, that pretty much wrapped up the day. Make sure you guys are following along for more SEMA content and as we go into actually installing these parts this week.